Boom. And we are live with another episode of the Brownwater Banter podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Cates.
It is Joey Cates, and he's back on the show, man. We got a great episode for you in the studio this evening. We have the guys from the Neptune, Trident Foundation. They got their second annual Smokin the Coast event coming up here in Biloxi. I'm going to actually flash the flyer real quick right out of the gate, get you hooked on what we're talking about. Second annual Smokin the Coast championship barbecue competition. It's going to be October the 31st and November the 1st at the Great Lawn in Biloxi. That's right across from Harrah's, right next to
Blind Tiger.
Thank you, Blind Tiger, drawing a blank. It's going to be Friday, Saturday event. The proceeds from the benefits going to go to support the Trident Foundation. We're going to get into all the details here in just a second, but I wanted to cover that so you know what we're talking about. Before we jump into the conversation, though, we got to thank the people that keep the show rolling for us over here. Right out of the gate, Dr. Robbie Williams over at Southern Magnolia Smiles, man. If you're looking for a great local dentist, you can look them up on the socials at Southern Magnolia Smiles on Facebook and Instagram. 2025 is year to brush your teeth. So they're right over here on Washington Avenue. And when you're ready to book that consultation, you can give them a shout at 228-215-1202 and tell them Brownwater sent you. If you're looking for, if you need legal representation yourself or someone you know, Taylor & Cox Law Firm is the one right here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, man. They're in Jackson County, George County, and Greene County. They specialize in felonies, misdemeanors, DUI, BUI, family law, divorce, child custody, you name it, man. That's our buddy Tyler in the photo right there. He's willing to, he's going to fight tooth and nail for you, man, when you need him. So give him a shout at 228-696-0111. And again, tell him Brownwater sent you. If you're trying to get moving around again, prioritizing your health, or as Joey likes to say, you just want to get yoked. Forever Young Men and Women's Health is the one for you. Their motto is bringing medicine, health, and exercise together to help men and women live their best lives. And what that boils down to is you book a consultation with them, you go in there, Kendrick or one of his associates, they do a full workup on you, man. They draw blood, they figure out if you're vitamin deficient, hormone deficient. They specialize in testosterone replacement for both men and women. So jump over to their Facebook page and check out some of the testimonials and the informational videos he's got out there. It's he knows what he's doing. So you can give him a shout at 228-363-6623. And again, tell him Brownwater sent you. And bringing up the rear here, let me go back. Right here. You can click this code if you're watching on a TV or something with your phone. Scan that QR code right there. They got a code, bro. They scan the QR code right there. It'll take them over to the Brownwater Banter shop on our website. And you can support the show by grabbing a hat or a shirt or a sweater. We got a bunch of different stuff up there. So we appreciate that if you something you're into and you check it out. So that all covers it there. Let me do a couple more clicks. There's no way you can keep up with that.
No.
But so anyway, gentlemen, thank y'all for stopping by this evening. How many times have you been on the show, John?
Man,
a lot more than two,
4 or 5.
Okay,
half 100,
at least two. Four. Okay, so returning guests. So y'all know the ropes. I expect everybody's best performance tonight. Smart ass jokes.
Smart ass.
You got it. Everybody's got it. Okay. So Smokin the Coast, second annual. We did it last year. I do remember Joey and I are both members of Neptune. Just full disclosure here. You might have seen this trophy right here. We'll get into that here in just a little while. But second annual on the Great Lawn. Who wants to start to break it down? Dan, you look like you know the most.
It probably is.
You look like the smartest guy in the room.
Or the least. I don't know. We're fixing to find out.
We're going to find out. You want us to introduce ourselves too?
Yeah, go ahead.
And your affiliation with Neptune and the event as well.
I got you. Yeah. So,
walk it down.
Daniel D'Amico. I'm one of the board members of the crew at Neptune.
Larry Richardson. I'm the vice president of the Trident Foundation.
Jonathan Jones, a.k.a. Captain JJ.
Yep.
And I am a board member for the Trident Foundation.
Damn, they let you on the board?
I know,
Right.
right?
Before we jump into that,
Pays well.
It pays well.
a lot of people, I think, the crew of Neptune and the Trident Foundation are two different entities. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Can somebody talk on that?
I'll explain that a little bit.
Yeah.
So, of course, the crew at Neptune is the Mardi Gras crew that everybody knows and loves when it comes to the parties and all that kind of stuff.
The ball.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
The parade, things of that nature.
Yep.
But the Trident Foundation is actually our 501c philanthropy side. We do a lot of disaster relief, helping the community in all different types of ways. We do Thanksgiving drives, Christmas drives, but we also, anything to do with the community.
Right.
Help when it comes to people needing medical relief here on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be Neptune members. Just reach out to, Trident Foundation for things. But another thing that we do a lot of is, just, like I said, disaster relief. And actually this event, the Smokin the Coast event, is all proceeds that are made we'll be going to disaster relief on
Okay.
the Trident
Yeah,
Foundation.
and I'll flash this too real quick. It's just some pictures here for people that are watching. Trident Foundation in action, serving food. Y'all cook a lot. That's kind of why this event works, because a lot of y'all barbecue and do stuff like that when y'all go to these affected areas. I think we were talking about it before we went live. Tylertown was one of the last ones. North Carolina, y'all went up there. Y'all cook a lot for them, right? Big trailers on smokers on trailers and stuff like that. This photo here is like y'all handing out food. I'll also show the den here that's got some supplies, I guess, that people donated or donated money, and then y'all went and bought it. Like,
Correct.
what's this? Is that's correct?
Combination of both.
A combination of both. Okay, as people can see, that's a lot of stuff right there, and that's probably not even all of it. That's just kind of half a corner.
To go up to the, for example, the when we went up to North Carolina, we wound up renting the biggest Penske box truck we can possibly, and me and Larry, for example, drove that big ass box truck all the way to North Carolina, packed.
Okay.
I mean, pallets, wall to wall, full of heaters, blankets, tents.
Yeah.
Anything they wanted. We actually called the mayor, Billy Moore. Y'all know Billy Moore.
Yeah, we know.
He called the mayor up there and said, "What do you actually want? We don't want to just bring cases of water and food. What do you actually need and want?" They wanted. It was starting to get cold at the time.
Yeah.
Please get us heaters, gas, tents, blankets. So that's what that whole back of that truck was full of.
Yeah.
And y'all kind of roughed it though, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We slept in tents. We slept in tents in the great lawn there,
slept on the ground in tents.
Yeah, but we actually
in the town square.
Yeah, we actually served 2,200 meals up there as well, though.
Wow.
In one day.
In one day, it was we drove 9.5 hours up there, took a nap, woke up, served 2,200 meals, gave all that material away, and came back the next morning.
Did you on that particular what you're talking about there? Did y'all cook? Did you woke up and had to cook everything, or you had some stuff prepared? How did that work?
We had a couple of things pre-prepared.
We had Boston butts.
Yeah, the Yule had
already smoked.
Boston butts and things like that. But for the most part, it was all on site.
Okay.
We've got a partner that has really stepped up lately. His name's Cornbread.
Yes.
Sweet. I don't know his Christian
I gotta
name.
like his. I like the dude already.
Yeah,
he's good as gold, and he was with us on that North Carolina adventure, and he has a rig that allows him to smoke large quantities of meat, but he also has warmers so he can hold them at the proper temperatures. And that was my first time meeting Cornbread, and man, we've developed a relationship, and
absolutely,
he's a great dude. So he'll be a part of what we're doing this coming up weekend at Smokin the Coast.
Sean says Charter Trash ain't ever sleeping alone. So take that for whatever that's worth.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Charter Trash was sleeping with Big Yule.
Big Yule, y'all know Yule.
Hey,
Yule by the
Yule.
causeway there.
Wait a
They
minute
were smoking
now.
up.
Yeah.
Yule had his own tent. And he didn't know how to put it together.
So
But we made it happen.
All
We
right,
made it happen.
all
Yeah.
right,
Hey, if
damn.
it gets cold, you got to find something to cover up with. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Okay. All right. So y'all cook the stuff, serve it to these people. Y'all got to see exactly what it's like in the middle of a disaster zone right there,
absolutely.
right? Outside of just watching it on the news, right?
Right. And we actually we had some guys, not myself, I don't remember exactly who went up, but we had guys go deliver 40 or 50 meals up into they had some Marines working out there. We fed them, some firefighters and things. We actually went as far as we can possibly go into the mudslide areas to feed who we can feed.
Because a lot of that stuff was you couldn't even get to it. You couldn't even reach it.
Absolutely
It was-
not.
Kenny Foreman and I took his truck, loaded up food in the bed with a couple of kids, and went up into the mountains. And we see stuff down here, but to see what a river or a creek basically,
Right.
I mean, it was crazy. I mean,
bet.
just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And you think about it from the perspective of us down here on the Gulf Coast, like anybody that lived through Katrina
Right.
can appreciate what you guys are doing because, I mean, we had the American Red Cross down here.
Yeah, they would.
We had,
Remember they could go around in
Yep.
the little food truck, like the ice cream
Meals
truck.
on wheels.
it really
give out food.
it really helped a lot of people get through. My dad lived off of those for a little while. I mean,
yeah.
there was
Everybody did.
people that don't never been through it though. They don't realize like you can't just go to the grocery store. It ain't open. You know,
Yeah,
if it's a
no.
bad enough event,
Yeah,
like
right.
these poor people in Jamaica, which they have a whole different
That's a whole-
because they don't have the infrastructure.
Hey, is that in the budget?
Hey, we're already planning.
disaster relief or what?
Yeah.
Hey, we should have hooked up with Cajun Navy. They're headed down.
Yeah, they're gonna need
Yeah.
it, and then Cuba right after it because it's jumping right across the
Yeah,
room too.
Now,
That's
things
so
get
sad,
bad.
man.
It's gonna be hard
It's
to
gonna
get.
be nuts.
It's gonna get hard to get.
Yeah, we don't
disaster relief. But no. So my point was that going through Katrina, like it sustained people. I mean, there's no even if you have money, you can't really go buy it. A lot of times the roads aren't drivable. The interstate sometimes is shut down. Again, depending on how bad of an event it really is.
And people we know down here, and I heard this a lot when we was in North Carolina. People don't think about it like we do. We've been taught since we was very young. When it comes to hurricanes and stuff, make sure you got cash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but cash is a dying commodity nowadays.
Right.
Well, when a natural disaster happens and they don't have power for 6 weeks, you ain't paying for anything if you ain't got cash.
100%.
And
you ain't use a credit card, you ain't use a debit card, nothing.
A lot of people in North Carolina, that was one of their biggest complaints. Is like, we have no power to get cash to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So regardless if you had money or not, you didn't have money at the time.
Yeah,
well, that's why I stockpile whiskey, because it's a good, it's a good currency in any situation.
That's no shit.
Bullets and whiskey.
There you go, brother.
Ammo and whiskey.
Yes.
That's right.
At least that's what I tell my wife. Why are we buying
Let's
all
just-
this liquor?
I'm prepping, baby.
Investment.
I'm prepping. She's like, well, you drink through half the product right when you get home. I don't understand.
That is true though, because we're used to the old wives' tales, or at least I am. Like, fill your bathtub up.
Yeah, right.
Don't flush the toilet.
It's important.
Any of that stuff.
Open your windows.
Yeah, but in a catastrophic event like that, flooding.
Absolutely.
I mean, you didn't even see that coming. I mean,
No,
that was
no.
instant, and they were wiped away.
Their biggest issue wasn't just the flood; it was the mudslide.
Yeah.
The change of landscape and the mudslide is what destroyed everything there. It wasn't necessarily the flood.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this, like you're saying, that area, they're not used to having to deal with a hurricane, right? And we don't typically, the Trident Foundation, we're more of a local community, right? So we help along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We might go into Louisiana or Alabama, but the lack of government response during the storm in North Carolina was part of what inspired us to go up there to make that trip.
I mean, we were headed to Florida.
We actually were headed to Florida
because the hurricane had just come through.
You had to pivot.
We pivot.
Okay.
Because
wasn't at the time where we were tiptoeing that FEMA ran out of money.
Well, I was trying to.
That's
trying to remember.
Yeah.
My memory escapes me though. What year was this when that happened?
That was what, 2 years ago?
24.
Yeah.
Different. I think it was
23. There's 23.
Different.
Okay.
It's 23.
Administration at the time.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Priorities were a little slightly
skewed.
different than
A little bit.
You know what I mean? But anyway,
But it just shows where, even though like down here, it made us a closer knit community, because we knew I can go next door. If they had food or they had water or beer, you can grab it from them and they'll get it back to you. I'm sure it's the same way. They probably had huge hearts thanking y'all for coming up there and saying, hey,
Guys, one of the stories that sticks with all of us to this day was we had a lady come through our food line that day.
Yep.
Who was actually and she saw the Mardi Gras in the Biloxi, Mississippi. We had some signs up, letting people know who we were. And she was actually on the Mississippi Gulf Coast during Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a small girl, and her family lost everything. And she moved to North Carolina
to escape all that stuff.
Right?
Wow.
And then almost 20 years later, the storms found her.
She was from the Waveland area. She graduated. I can't remember.
Caitlin?
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah. Anyway, she graduated from the Gulf Coast, and what triggered her emotions, oddly, at least in my opinion, was odd. She's seen the Waste Pro they donated a bunch of them, the cardboard garbage cans.
Yeah.
And she used to work for Waste Pro when she was growing up.
Oh, wow.
So it just
made it that much more.
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah, hit her.
We wound up adopting her family for
Yes, we did.
Christmas,
We did.
and we raised money and provided. She had several children of different ages, and we provided a Christmas for them.
Mhm.
And then she was able to. She was on. Fast forward, a year and a half later, she passed through, and we met her at Yule's. She and her mother and a couple of the kids, and they were on
But
vacation.
that was cool.
Yeah,
it was
big
she,
full circle.
She came back down after.
Yeah.
you?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think the three of us. I know you
Yeah, I
were
did.
there.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, I think the three of us were all there that night and met her. And that was really neat.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
killer.
I would have liked to have talked to her and been like, look, I know you think you got bad luck, but there were people who were in Hiroshima and evacuated to Nagasaki. That's true. That's true.
Do you want
it's not. It's always about perspective.
and one last thing on that, this young lady we're speaking of, talking about full circle, after a year or so, she got back on her feet, and she was one of the first people that made a donation to the Trident Foundation for Tylertown.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
That's cool.
That was after.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
Hey, y'all do a lot of stuff. I didn't mean to cut
go
you off right
ahead.
there, but the last, I think y'all did a fried fish cook-off for one of the little kids in D'Iberville,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Was that
yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Tyler, I've forgotten his last name. It escapes
Tyler
me.
Pittman.
Tyler.
I don't remember. I don't
Yeah,
He's at D'Iberville High School,
Right.
and he had some medical issues. And that's, so the Trident Foundation has two primary focuses. One of them is to help children with medical issues. The other is disaster relief. And we were having a quarterly fundraiser. And then we found out about this young man and
Right.
his struggles and adopted his cause. And we did. We set up at Ladner Drugs in Wool Market
Yeah.
and did a fish fry. And I think we wrote a check for over $5,000 or right at $5,000.
Yeah. Y'all sold out pretty soon.
It was
Yeah.
extremely quick.
Yeah, I was like, we're going to ride over there. Because I had a trip that morning. I had a charter trip that morning. I was like, we're
Right.
going to ride over there when we get done. It was like 3:00. Sold out. I'm like, well,
Dude, we sold out, went to Frugal's, bought more catfish, came back and sold out again.
Wow.
And then basically a tornado came through. we shut down in 5 minutes. But that's what we do. When we hear about a local, especially children in need, and that's how I got involved with the Trident Foundation. One of my neighbors needed some medical help for his special needs son. And I reached out to the Trident Foundation and they took that on.
Yeah.
And we raised money and I told them that day, I said, you have gained yourselves a loyal soldier because I will be with you. I will ride or die.
Yeah.
As long as what we do is good and it's a good cause. And here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did an episode on that particular.
We did, yeah.
What you're talking about there.
Yeah, Riker and Bodie.
Yes. I
So
remember that.
That's how I got involved in this ragtag bunch of do-gooders. So,
That's awesome.
Pretty much.
Let me flash real quick on the screen the flyer again, and we're gonna jump into the details
let's get into
of the
the
event.
little barbecue.
But
fest.
like I said at the intro here, it's second annual Smokin the Coast. They did it last year. Championship barbecue competition. We're going to jump into what that actually means. Okay.
Yeah.
It's October the 31st, which as we record, today's the 28th. So that's this Friday, which is Halloween. And then it's going to go. So that's Friday night. And then it's going to go to Saturday. It says here that Friday is from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Right.
They're going to do a kids trunk or treat from 6 to 9. We'll get into that. And then Saturday, November the 1st, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They're going to have live entertainment. The barbecue competition judging will be on Saturday. Championship and patio divisions. We're going to get into that. Arts and crafts, food vendors, and then the award presentation. The Friday fee admission is tickets is $10 at the gate. Saturday, hold on.
Yes, Friday's free.
I read that wrong.
Yeah,
Friday is free.
yeah.
Tickets are $10 at the gate on Saturday, and again, the proceeds benefit the Trident Foundation. What we just explained, what they do. So let's break that down. I'll also real quick before we do that, I'll flash because you sent it to me. The sponsors. That's a pile of sponsors right there. I'm not going to go through and try to read them all because some of them I can't quite see because it's kind of small, but they're there. So the community has obviously stepped up and shown out here to support what y'all are doing. So let's break it down though, just starting on Friday night, if you could, and what we're going to see if we come out.
All right. So Friday night, starting at, like you said, 5 p.m., all the teams will be in place. All your vendors will be in place. Your food trucks will be in place. Everything will be in place by 4 o'clock. It's just a safety hazard that we said, hey, all vehicles out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not running over any children. Or anything. Just, we already have a big enough insurance policy with this whole event, open fire everywhere. Mm-hmm. So with that said, Friday night, we decided, and it wasn't really me and Madison last year when we decided to put this on again. It was the pro teams. They say, hey, if we get close to Halloween, why don't we do a Halloween themed thing on Friday night? Well, it just happened to be Halloween night. It was their actually idea. Let's decorate our barbecue events. Let's barbecue trailers and things. Yeah. And
which for people that they don't know, it's a to-do.
It is a
barbecue competition. They have trailers. They got.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
they are
set up. It's military style, ready to go.
So, they stepped up and said, we want to do this if we actually do it. So we actually got that weekend, and now it was their idea, but we promoted it. Now it's going to be a huge to-do. trunk or treat for the kids.
Mhm.
We also have, which y'all competed in right here, this trophy right here.
The champ is here.
That's right, baby. Look at it.
You know what I
Yeah.
remember is that y'all had like a Slim Jim straw.
That is
We
true.
did.
It was
I think we should.
the secret weapon.
I think we should tell the whole story here in just a second
okay.
about how that, because that's a
Okay.
story in and of itself.
That story needs to be
It
told.
needs to be
Yeah.
told.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, we have the same thing as last year when it comes to that. The ancillary categories. We have the 6 ancillary categories. We have a kids division that'll be competing in pork chops. The pork chops were donated by Butcher on Tucker.
Yeah.
I drew a blank there, but Butcher on Tucker donated that again for us, which is a huge thank you to him. But yeah, that'll be Friday night, and then we can go into this.
Okay.
conversation.
And one thing that I want to point out to people, this is a Memphis Barbecue Network sanctioned
Sanctioned, right?
event.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
big
right.
deal. That means that these pro teams that are competing, they're going to get actual points for
Correct.
winning, which goes to get them into the higher rankings of
Memphis
that.
in May.
Is
All
that the
that
same?
stuff.
I think it's a
No,
different
it's
one.
the other one,
Yeah.
right?
So it's most of the pro teams in this one will do Smoke Slam. There's a few of them that will do Memphis and May. They kind of do both sides.
Yeah. But I think this network is slightly different than Memphis and May, or am I?
So yeah,
Got it
so the Memphis in May does more of the Smoke Slam style, which would be your pork side. When it comes to KCBS, which is the Memphis in May,
Okay.
they do the brisket, the chicken, the ribs, and the pork. MBN does whole hog instead of the brisket,
Okay.
and then
Just
the
for
ribs and the pork.
clarification, so there's two different organizations, two
It's
bodies
like
that
WCW and WWF.
right, but they
correct.
operate both at Memphis and May.
No, so
that's the point I'm trying to get
so Memphis in May is sanctioned by
Kansas
KCBS.
City.
I believe that's how it works.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
And then MBN is more of the Smoke Slam.
okay, a different event. It's just
yeah,
a different
but-
event with a different
But
name.
the teams can go wherever they want.
Correct.
You don't
Correct,
have
correct.
to.
But
You know.
the point I was trying to make is that the points that they will win at this event goes to
Transfer
the
over.
Smoke Slam. or whatever you're talking about.
Yeah. Basically,
Right.
yeah. They
To
try to
that
do it.
network,
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Kind of
definitely a big deal.
All right, and so y'all also have a, what are you calling it? The
Ancillary.
no, the backyard
Patio
patio
division.
division. Okay,
yeah.
and so what that is that's for the average
The Joe
everyday
Schmo.
Joe Schmo who wants to
Yeah.
show up with whatever
with a
style.
Weber
he's-
grill.
Yeah,
I don't
Weber
care.
grill, or I mean, you probably did have some people in the patio that had some.
Oh, they got some
fancier
nice
setups.
rigs. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, but it's just they're not going to get the points. They're not in that network. They're not traveling and
Yeah,
competing.
well, most of our guys. Let's make this clear.
Yeah.
Most of our teams, no. There is an actual division that travels in the patio division for MBN.
Really?
That do collect points, that do
Okay.
get invited to Smoke Slam,
Right.
that do get invited to MBN. Memphis and May. They actually do have touring patio sides or backyard sides, whatever you
kind
want.
of
What are we doing with our life?
kind of defeats the purpose of being called the patio division a little bit. But hey,
Hey,
I'm
hey,
more power to them.
Hey, you know,
Why are
I
we
think it's
not
cool.
doing it?
I
Why are
think
we
it's
not
cool.
doing it?
I
We
think
were
it's cool.
wondering that actually.
yeah,
Like
I mean,
you said, you got to defend your
you got-
title.
I don't know how much money we can make on smoking. I mean,
Oh,
we
you
probably
mean- he
could.
means
Yeah,
touring.
I'm talking about touring.
Oh yeah,
I would love to
yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Could you imagine just popping around from state to state, just setting up
It's
barbecue?
hard
and all
enough
that?
to do this.
Look,
Yeah.
I cooked on the KCBS circuit. That's why I got into this again.
Okay.
Hey, if Brown Water wants to be a sponsor for this one, hey, we'll travel all over the place if y'all want. I got the rig and everything. All we got to do is go.
I would love nothing more than that. I
Yeah.
just the problem is the bank and my mortgage. they
Exactly.
call- they're like,
Kids,
hey,
wife,
you have to pay
job.
the wife, the kids. It's
I
like
just need my wife
I
to
mean-
take on a second job so I can afford more pockets. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Actually, you know what? I'm texting
Hey,
mine right now.
we will be clipping that right
Yeah.
now. I'm going to email it to her somehow. We're going to get that to her. See what she thinks about that. No, but so okay. So the two different divisions, pros and patio.
Yeah.
But where are we at? So we're on Friday night still. It's free entrance, and I forgot where we left off.
Entry,
Into the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
For the
So
kids.
I mean, we have the trunk or treat for the kids.
Passing out candy and the whole nine.
Oh yeah,
no, yeah,
yeah. That's
yeah,
what.
yeah.
That's the whole point.
A lot
It's
of the
yeah. Go ahead.
a lot of the kid or a lot of the pro teams have kids,
Right.
and they're
Right.
bringing them with them.
So it works out
So
for them
we
too.
don't,
Yeah.
you know, we don't want them to miss Halloween.
Right,
so
right,
This will be their Halloween.
this
All
will
right.
be-
Yeah.
So is
So-
everybody's
So all the smokers will be decorated with lights and
Right.
ghosts and everything like that. The kids come in, they just
It-
walk around with their bags and fill them
we
up, right?
had a big discussion about, do we charge entry fee on Friday night? And we felt like Friday night was like family night.
Yeah.
Of course, both nights are family oriented, but with it being Halloween night, and we want people to have a safe place to bring their children. If you don't know where to take your kids trick or treating, come to Smokin the Coast Friday night. It's free entry. There'll be food trucks.
It's completely barricaded off.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so you ain't got to worry about
There's
any-
police officers down
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And y'all got Apollo parking.
Yes,
I'm
Paula
guessing,
Parker.
yeah.
We got a
Parker.
DJ going to be on stage Friday night. You know, that's
Yeah.
playing music that's appropriate for kids. Let's
Yeah.
get that
Spinning
clear.
records.
Donnie Handler says 14 years. Don't ever forget the mission.
That's right.
Agree, Donnie. We agree with that for
Donnie's
sure.
a good dude.
Yeah, I saw him this past weekend.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Bazaar. Yeah. So going back to that though, I hope y'all got a pile of candy because you might have a
Yeah.
y'all might have a big
show
turnout,
up.
right? You know what I mean? Better be ready for it.
JJ's pouring shots.
That's right.
Yeah, not for the kids though.
Not for the
kids.
kids.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
thing Larry does some of the treasury work.
So he's
Get that candy there, Larry.
I'm just I'm kind of making sure. I hope y'all thought of that.
It's for the children,
yeah,
Larry.
It's for the children.
Like there's no entry fee, ain't there?
Yeah, yeah.
Candy's $20 a bag at Walmart. I'm going down to the
100%.
damn Smokin the Coast.
No
today.
doubt.
So Friday night, free entry. You got candy flowing. You got DJs. You got this food truck. What food trucks we got showing up? Y'all know those, or they're on the list?
Way to put them on the
Man.
spot.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
All right, Friday night. You got
We'll edit that out.
candy.
We'll edit that out. It's not live. It's not live at all.
I can do it in 20 seconds. Just
There
go
you
to
go.
them for
All
a
right, go
second.
ahead.
Come back.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll tell the story about the trophy there with the Bloody Mary. So last year, y'all do, and again, you're gonna do it this year, but you do the competition, right? You got, if I remember right, you had a pork butt, ribs, brisket, correct?
No, pork
No.
butt,
I messed that all up.
pork butt,
Sweet.
ribs, and
Chicken.
pork loin.
Pork loin.
Yeah.
That was
For the-
last year?
That was
For
for
the
patio.
Okay.
And then the pros will be
Whole hog.
Whole hog.
ribs, and then
And
picnic shoulder
Okay.
or pulled pork. Whatever.
So we had y'all on last year for this event, and when we're done, Joey and I was like, "Let's do it, man! This sounds like right up our alley. We're gonna do it." So I called up two buddies of mine, me, Joey, two buddies of mine. One of them was a chef. I'm like, "We got it. We got it in. We got it. We got an advantage. It's gonna be. We're good, right?" And then and the drink, the Bloody Mary competition. So the food plus that. I don't remember what happened that made our whole entire team collapse. Was it you had something going
No,
on?
I was there.
Okay, that's right. But you could.
I got pictures.
Was it-
Joey was there.
Yeah, I was there.
Maybe it was Matt. Matt had something going.
Matt
Couldn't
had
get there early
Matt
enough.
got down there. He couldn't go. He would go
He couldn't get there
Friday, but
early
he
enough.
couldn't go Saturday. Something changed, so we pretty much scrapped everything.
Yeah, our chef was like, "Look, guys, I'm not gonna be able to get there in time." But we had a plan, dude. We had a menu set up. He was cooking all this like special. Every ingredient was gonna be like, he made using no sauces from nowhere else. We were pumped. We're like, we're gonna sweep this whole division. Me and Joey were gonna specialize because we can't really cook for shit. We were gonna specialize in the Bloody Mary. Well, I mean,
Jared, Joey.
Joey, you could smoke a pork butt, but you can't like cook. You're not a chef.
Oh, okay.
Just face reality.
All right.
All right. So anyway,
I'm
so
a
we're gonna
chief.
we're gonna do the Bloody Mary, right? So we start googling all these Bloody Mary designs with the big chalice. Like we were gonna put a soft shell crab in there,
A big
fried.
snow crab.
Yeah,
and
with some
everything.
snow crab behind it, make it look all. We had all this shit going on. So when our chef bailed out, we were like, "Screw it, we ain't doing nothing." So we still showed up that day, and we still had the vodka, the zing zang. And I had ordered the pepperoni straws. Oh, it's not even Bloody Mary.
It's margaritas. It's
Oh,
margaritas.
Well, I'll tell you the whole story. I get here to Jared's house, and we're walking out the door, and I was like, we didn't grab anything. So literally, we walked back in Jared's
I
house
don't remember that
and
part.
grab just anything Bloody Mary. We got Worcestershire, we got the Tony's, we got the
Y'all
Zing
provided the
Zang.
vodka.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
had
did.
to buy
I had
the
the sponsor.
Tito's.
Which was Tito's.
Tito's,
Yeah.
yeah. And so we rolled down there, and then this is where
So we
Jared
get down
catches up.
there and we're like, you know what, man? We're like, we don't have none of our shit or whatever. Like, let's still compete. And again, we wanted the vodka too. So we're like, we'll do it.
Right.
So we get there and we're like, look, vodka, zing zang, a couple, you have maybe a little bit of Worcestershire. you put it in.
Worcestershire, Tony's.
We stripped it down
Salami.
to nothing because we didn't have anything. And then we just taste tested it. We're like, all right, that's not, so Milton was there. We're like, a little not salty enough or too much this. I mean, we took about 10 minutes to get our recipe down, and we literally turned it in with like melted ice.
Hold on. We made the first batch 10 minutes too early.
That's right. That's right.
Milton drank them all.
And Milton's sitting there drinking it, and he's like, this is not going to last. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, all your ice is going to
Yeah.
melt before you even do it.
Yep.
So what happens? We
Pour it
pour
out.
all that out.
Yep.
We make a new one. So we're walking up. You had to have two,
Correct.
if I remember right.
Correct.
So I'm walking up with the first one, and Jared's behind me.
Well, we
walking
had
up with the
ice
second
in a
one.
cup with,
Yeah.
and then he had the mix, right? We didn't want the ice to
Correct.
dilute.
I remember that.
No, you had one too. We had to have 2 turned in.
Right, but we hadn't mixed them.
Yeah, ice wasn't in it.
Right. So I'm walking up with one, and Jared's walking up with one, and I turn around, and Jared's drinking out of the goddamn second one. I'm like, dude, we got to turn this in, and he's drinking out of the second one. I'm like, what's going on?
Quality control.
Yeah,
He doesn't
I'll be
understand
literally on the way up there.
Quality
He's like,
control.
and I'm like, all right,
Anyway.
here we go.
So we turned it in, and I'm like, 100% we're not winning.
Yeah.
And we ended up winning. And the feedback that we got, do you remember why it was? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
I think your wife.
I know.
Yeah, my wife was one of them.
Yeah,
she was
drunk. They said that everything else was too fancy and didn't taste like a Bloody Mary. And I was the only one that tasted real. I was like, shit, it actually, because we would have been the too fancy, didn't taste like a Bloody Mary. So it worked out.
And that's the truth. A lot of them, like I did taste a few of them towards the end. Like I had nothing to do with the judging.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of them was, be way too much Worcestershire, or just because they were trying to make it so fancy.
Correct.
And some people had like fried shrimp and stuff in it, and then it would just be grease.
Right.
It would taste. So
it wasn't good.
It is what it is.
I think we took a picture, but it was very underwhelming the way our presentation looked. And then
you had the pepperoni straw.
You had the pepperoni straw.
And we bartered those. You ordered them.
I did order them.
You ordered them. We bartered a lettuce.
Celery.
Celery
straw.
We got one stalk, not pretty, didn't have the little flare.
We had to barter
it. Stuck it in there.
Just like the lunchroom back in the day. I'll trade you for a sack of
exactly
celery.
Hey, switch cameras.
Yep. But hey,
there it is.
that's right. The end result, baby. The end result.
Winners win.
But anyway,
he can hit up the food trucks if you want to. He's got them right there.
Go ahead.
We have Burger Box, Angel Snow Shaved Ice, Branny's, Gulf Coast Sweet Nuts, Down 90, Keeping It Tasty, Off the Grid Snow Shack, Neon Chicks, and Sticky Finger Snowballs, and Granny's Delicious Hot Dogs.
Holy shit.
And Butcher on Tucker.
And Butcher on Tucker.
So y'all gonna have a pile of stuff
that
there.
raises a question, but damn, y'all got a lot of food trucks, so that's gonna be a lot of stuff for people to choose from, right?
But it's a wide variety. I mean, some of them, like we got one that's Mediterranean.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah, taco trucks, burger trucks, carnival foods, milkshakes. It's just a wide variety.
That was actually important to us when we were making decisions on vendors, not to have too much overlap in terms of what they're serving. So we wanted
it makes it not good for the vendor too.
Yeah, we wanted all to make money.
They don't want to compete, culinary wise. But so the question I was going to ask, you said about the food trucks being there. Last year, I remember people were handing out some samples, right? But how are we going to do that this year? Are you going to be able to taste stuff Friday and Saturday, neither day? How are y'all doing that?
Friday, it's very little of team participation when it comes to food. No barbecue, because none of the barbecue be done yet.
Okay.
So it'll be whatever their little ancillary categories, if they made extra dessert or they made extra beans or whatever. You may be able to taste that. There's no barbecue. Saturday, the patio division or backyard division will be allowed to, if they have any food left over, give samples after their turn-ins. Usually around 12, 1 o'clock, you can start, The pro teams is a whole nother issue. They do a double judging for pro teams.
Yeah.
So if you're in the top 3 in whole hog or ribs or shoulder, whatever, you have another judging, and that judging doesn't even start until 1 o'clock. So you'll have their turn-ins at 9:30, but if they make the top 3, their next judging might be at 1 o'clock. So that goes from 1 to 4 is a whole another set of judging. So a lot of people want to taste pro teams, of course.
Yeah.
These whole hogs and everything, which most of the teams are willing to give out, but it's just they can't do anything until they find out if they're in the top 3. If they are in the top 3, they can't do anything until like 3 or 4 o'clock. So it's just.
So there's not. Let me say this: there's not a structured.
Yes, that's what I was trying to get at.
There's not a structured way for you to get samples from the pro teams. That said, some of them will have samples available.
Okay.
Now, if you want barbecue, and there will be barbecue in the air, go see the Butcher on Tucker.
That's what I'm saying, because you mentioned them, and so obviously that's great. They make great barbecue. We've had all their stuff. It's amazing. But I know as participants, or I should say guests, when we've been to well, that's different. When we've just frequented some of these competitions before, some other ones. As a patron of it, like the most fun thing is to go up to each
Right.
Whether
This-
and it does, for me, I wouldn't care if it's the pro team. If they're like pro team's off limits, they're doing their own
Right.
thing, that's fine.
Right.
Just the patio guys is enough. Like I want to see like the flashy little setup. I want to taste even if it's just one thing, even if it's just pulled pork or even if it's just wings or ribs or whatever, and kind of it's just fun to be like that was good. But
I'll
that's better.
say this.
Like the crawfish stuff, right? Like the crawfish competition.
right.
That's the most fun part.
I'll be cooking Friday in the ancillary competition. I'm doing a seafood dish, and I'm representing line 1 of Neptune.
Okay, I
Line
hope
1.
y'all lose, but keep going.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, baby.
Well,
We don't lose a whole lot. But if anybody approaches me and I've got some food on the smoker, come up and I'm gonna make sure you get something to eat.
There you go.
Right. And,
There you go.
that's
just how we
that's
roll.
most y'all know the Neptune
Yep.
guys. If they got it, they're gonna
yeah.
give it out.
Yeah.
I just don't want to say, we got 5,000 people there, and hey, we have barbecue. I
That's
don't want
right.
to say that because it's kind of misleading, so I don't want
That's
to say that.
No.
And then again, the whole food truck thing, we have plenty of food trucks for that. But like for me, when I used to cook in the barbecue all the time, you smell it for 3 days. That's the last thing you want to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
if you're part of the organization
exactly.
or to compete or competition wise, yes.
Yeah.
But,
So it's like,
but when you show up and you haven't smelt it for 3 days, you're like,
Now you
where
smell
is
it.
that?
right.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You
go
know,
hit them up for
the-
sure because
the-
they're gonna be doing a thing.
the 13-year-old girl cooking in the patio division.
Oh yeah, she's outstanding.
What's going on there
She is the grand champion
Of the patio division,
division
from last year?
from
From
Is it
multiple tournaments.
Okay,
Yeah.
like
Really?
the touring thing that you
Yeah.
were talking about
nobody can cook ribs. I'm sorry.
compared to her.
Compared to her.
So
Wow.
she will be down here.
All right.
She will be down here competing in the patio division.
13 years old.
Yeah,
Yes.
we met her in Water
Wow.
Valley.
Challenge.
She's gonna hurt some old men's
feelings.
feelings.
She
Yeah,
does it
yeah.
quite often,
She has
and she
done-
deserves it.
Yeah.
And she does.
Good for
Hey,
her.
I like it.
Good
I
for her.
heard she was coming, and I
Yeah.
hung my apron up.
Yeah.
But no, we and Larry and I met her when we went up to Water Valley to one of the competitions there. She has an outstanding family. She's an outstanding young lady, and she has her own setup. Her dad
Yeah.
cooks in the pro division. She cooks in the back in the patio division, and she's on her own. She has her own trailer, her own cookers, her own everything.
Okay,
Sweet young lady, and yeah, these grown men down here
better
that are
get
competing
ready.
against
yeah.
her. Good luck, gentlemen. That's all I'm going to tell
That's
you.
why we ain't do it.
Yeah, right. how many teams do you have for each division? Do you know off the top of your
Yeah,
head?
I have 21 pros and 11 patio.
Okay.
Wow.
32 teams total.
And out of the patio, do you know how many are the touring people? Because I didn't even know that was a damn thing. And then how many of them are like these line one assholes that are going to be?
Yeah.
Is it two?
They're-
Sorry,
There's two or three.
There's
two or
6
three.
lines competing.
Okay.
From
All right.
Neptune. So
Yeah, I think it's 2 or 3 of them are actually that are actually 12 Bones is one of them. This
Yeah.
young lady, her
Okay.
name's Bugsy Q. She's one of them.
I'll say this about competing against the 7-year-old. Is it 7?
What?
No, she's 12.
13.
13.
All right,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
13-year-old young
drunk
lady.
already.
Yeah, that's fine.
So two. He sounds like my wife. Two issues
Oh,
with that.
shit.
If she wins, then you got beat by a 13-year-old
Yes,
girl.
you did.
If you win,
You beat a 13-year-old.
you
girl.
beat a 13-year-old.
It's a lose
girl.
lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even. Yeah, that's why we're not competing.
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean-
exactly.
Not in
No,
our wheelhouse.
trust me. You taste anything she has,
She's legit.
you're gonna know
Yeah.
why she's winning.
It sounds
Yeah.
like she's got. You said her dad's in the pro
Her
division,
dad's
so
in the
she's
pro division.
she's been
Yeah.
mentored
She-
appropriately, and
she's
kudos to her.
grown up. She's grown up around it.
Yeah.
But after speaking with her family, she does her own spices.
Oh, I'm
She
sure.
makes her
Yeah,
own
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's nothing to do with dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does her thing. She has her own little trailer.
She's
does her-
beating dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I wasn't trying to take anything.
No,
away
no,
from
I'm
her.
just saying, yeah.
Like she's
Like-
got coached, but I'm
but
sure
she
she's like,
grew up in
yeah.
it. She started with the pork chop kid division that we have, and she
Right.
started there, and she kind of worked her way up, and then she got to that level to where maybe we ought to start letting her do some of the patio division, since she's kind of starting to dominate it, and they did, and then she started dominating that. I give her 2 or 3 years, and she's gonna
out
be blowing.
patio,
She's gonna be
yeah.
blowing pros out of the water.
Yep. That's legit.
That's cool.
So I got a picture real quick. I'll flash here as well. just to let people know, like we mentioned, it's obviously the competition to 2 different categories. We got the food trucks that are going to be out there, but we also have live entertainment too, for Friday and Saturday. Friday. So I'm going to flash this on the screen real quick here. You might recognize one of these gentlemen in the photo, that gentleman right there in the corner. But y'all had the big stage, man. Y'all had music acts playing. From what I remember, it was all day Saturday, right? It was Friday, Saturday last year too. Yeah. Yes. Like there was a lot of entertainment that went down last year. And so we're going to do that again this year. If you want to talk on that a little bit,
Larry,
we, Friday night, we just have a DJ from J Eagle Audio, Sabrina Grayley.
I know Sabrina very well.
Yeah, Sabrina's awesome.
We went to high school with Sabrina.
She just did Hologram for us.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, we will have Fever Dream out there playing.
Okay. What do you know? This it's not ringing the bell as for their style of music. What they do?
They do a little bit of everything. It's all covered.
It's all covered.
Okay.
It's all covered.
Yeah.
And what is the time on that?
That I don't. That's the one thing of the barbecue competition I didn't deal with. So I don't know.
Well, originally we had to deal with the Thunderbirds.
Yes.
And when they were flying, and
that's not happening anymore.
No,
anybody who's watching this show,
they've been grounded.
That was tied into this a little bit.
No, a lot of it.
Oh, it was a lot.
It was a lot tied.
And the Thunderbirds are no longer happening.
We had a complete partnership with them.
It was
definitely a big part.
shutdown.
Government shutdown.
Let's just be real.
You want to bring that up again? You're going to make me do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Originally, when this event was first being planned for 2025, the Thunderbirds was not a part of it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. And so we were several months into the planning phase when it became apparent that the air show was the same weekend.
Yeah, bro. The ice bucket is on point. I love it. Keep going. I know.
They're for sale on our website.
They're not yet, but if y'all ask for it, they will be.
This one's for sale right now.
This one's for sale. We'll auction it off to the highest bidder today.
Official episode 3, whatever the hell this is. Ice bucket. Yeah.
Look, here, let me give you a better view.
Yeah, $55 with the sticker on it. Just like that.
I'll say this award too.
Everything's for sale. Anyway, keep going.
You can thank Vernon Broom for getting me hooked on that Gentleman Jack.
Tuck that
he
mic
did it
in.
to us all.
Yeah, there you go.
No, bend it. You didn't bend it. Like bend the actual.
Bend it like Beckham.
Yeah, so it'll stay. There you go, baby. There you go. All right, go ahead. Now, what was you saying?
All right. So, yeah, the Thunderbirds, it wasn't part of the original plan. It became, luck, right? Luck is when preparation and opportunity collide.
Yeah.
And Kenny Foreman and some other people put in a lot of work behind the scenes to develop a relationship, and we became partners with Keesler. And then the Schumer shutdown.
The bank or the Air Force Base?
The Air Force Base.
The actual Air Force Base.
Not Keesler Federal.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Keep going.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, due to the shutdown, the Thunderbirds won't be performing, but that's okay. We're gonna, like I said, we weren't planning on them in the beginning.
Right. It's still gonna be a good event. Yeah,
it's gonna be a great event. But we were all disappointed, because that would have been a big draw for us. But, but that's okay.
Yeah. Were they going to do Friday and Saturday? Like I don't remember what they.
No, they were flying Saturday.
Yeah.
But the main event of us is Saturday.
Yeah.
And you know just as well as us.
That's
where's one of the greatest place to watch is right there.
Yeah.
And
front row seats.
And if people don't know or haven't been, or like just to remind you, like that the Great Lawn, as they call it right there, that lot is huge.
Killer,
massive.
Well, anybody that grew up here on the Gulf Coast,
that's what
it's the old Grand.
Yep.
The old Grand Biloxi is that piece of property.
I used to park cars at the Grand.
Yeah.
And I found me not thinking last year, found out the hard way. We trying to beat stakes into the ground and realize there's only this much dirt before you hit concrete of the parking lot.
No shit. I didn't even think about that.
Man, we trying to drive stakes and we're like, what the hell? And then I'm like, fuck, this is the old Grand.
I didn't even think about that. Hell yeah.
None of us did.
Yeah.
I probably got a fake ID floating around there. At least one.
What's parking going to be like? Because it is huge, and I we parked so early last year. Like you have like half of it cut in half.
So it's about a third of the lot you can park on. You can park in Margaritaville's parking lot. You can park across the street at the Harris. Both their big lots are open. parking garage, wherever you want to park, you got to walk over for Harris.
Yeah.
So it's really, you have more parking than we can possibly use.
That actually brings up.
Last year we had to pull into the Margarita parking lot to park behind the barricade.
Correct. Yeah, they will. As I said, you got about a third of that lot. You can park in there, and then, like I said, the other spots you can park in as well.
Okay.
I'll mention this. He mentioned Harris a couple of times, and the venue is actually called the Harris Great Lawn.
Yes.
Right.
And they have been a partner with the Trident Foundation and the crew of Neptune for the last couple of years. And so we're very grateful for that partnership with the Harris.
Hey, I will say Harris, even with Sheepshead, when we were down there at the Blind Tiger, they were very easy to deal with.
They are.
Those
They
couple
very
years.
are.
So shout out to that casino, because some of them are not. Some of them don't. They don't put that local vibe out. And I've got the Harris is not that way. Yeah, they do support local, from my experience.
I mean, they have one of the best venues ever. That big green lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was when they were going to do the concerts. If y'all remember, they started doing concerts there right after that.
Yep.
And it kind of went away from the concerts, but that piece of property is one of the
it's
most beautiful piece of properties there is.
It is the view behind it and all that. It's just the damn weather, right? Anytime you do an outdoor event, you gotta work with the weather.
Yeah, and these guys, these pro teams, they think we have the best place in the world. The weather's been great 2 years in a row.
Right.
This year is
going to be amazing.
Yeah, last year was great too.
I tell you,
like put on a fishing tournament.
Yeah, right.
Well,
exactly.
It's been sunny and no wind for the past 10 days. We put a fishing tournament on. 30-mile-an-hour winds.
But it didn't rain.
No, it
coming
did
from
not.
a guy who has terrible luck with the weather. It rained the day after our tournament. It did blow that weekend, but I don't care, man. We skated by. October is typically some pretty decent weather around here, so I will say that.
We were all excited about lows in the 50s, highs in the 70s.
For
the entire weekend.
Awesome. Yeah.
I mean, and you're standing over a smoker the whole time.
Yep.
I would like to say this. We mentioned Harris, which is one of our partners. We've got several other sponsors that chose the higher end sponsorship levels. Pav and Broom Fine Jewelry. They're located in Gulfport on 49.
Yep.
Vernon Broom is a member of the disaster relief team. He's a board member on Trident. Obviously, he's a member of Neptune, and we really appreciate all the things that Pav and Broom do for us. Tito's.
Depends on what lines you're in. Is he a line one guy?
You know what?
He was.
No, he's not now.
He's not now, but he was.
He was.
Yeah.
He was until they made that split a few years ago. Yeah.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Damn. We got.
He's still a good guy, though.
Yeah.
We mentioned Tito's earlier. Tito's is a good community partner with us. They donate product, they donate money. Anytime we ask them for something, they're there for us. Timco of the Gulf Coast is one of our high-end sponsors this year.
Wool Market.
The city of Biloxi, we couldn't make
agreed.
this happen without the city of Biloxi's cooperation. They're donating the stage and the barricades, and there's been a lot of coordination with the city of Biloxi, and we've had meetings with Fofo, and we've got city council members Kenny Glavin and Wayne Gray,
David Shoemaker.
David Shoemaker. So it's good to have partnerships with the city of Biloxi.
100%.
Elite Electrical and Plumbing. Again, that's Art Medina. He's a board member of Trident as well.
Art's the president.
Yep.
So there he is.
So we appreciate that. Visit Mississippi. So we actually, I think Madison put in a lot of legwork.
Yeah. So this is the second year in a row that Visit Mississippi has supported us and gave us a statewide grant to do this event.
Okay.
So this year they gave us a $5,000 grant. Visit Mississippi did, and that goes towards advertisement, restrooms, bands, different entertainment, different things. We have to show that we're using this money for certain things, but it is a $5,000 grant that helps out tremendously with this event.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we've got Port 27. I'm not familiar with
Port 27 is the
restaurant?
the sister of Lazy Oak. So it's Madison. And
Over Gulfport.
It's their new wedding facility.
The event
That's
venue.
it. Yeah, it's the new wedding and
yeah,
events venue. That's Port 27. That's Madison and
Okay, cool.
And then Gulf Coast Superhost is Kenny Foreman. He's got an Airbnb. I call it Empire. But he is the Gulf Coast Superhost. So if you're looking if you're traveling to the coast, you need to book an Airbnb, hit them up.
Yeah, I need to hit Kenny up and put my cards in there. Kenny, let me know, man.
and the rest of them are just regular. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
One more thing before we get back into the
mix.
barbecue thing.
Yeah.
Fly Llama is this year's title when it comes to beer and seltzers.
Sweet.
That'll
Okay.
be the beer and seltzer that they use for this event. Will be Fly Llama. So if you come in and want to partake in the alcohol, it'll be Tito's, and then Fly Llama will be.
They'll have a trailer.
It'll be sold through Harris, but yeah, it's all through Fly Llama.
Yeah. They're good people over
Yeah,
there.
good people.
And listen, guys, if excuse me, it's entirely possible I've forgotten someone, and I apologize.
Oh yeah,
No. We do it all the
course.
time. We do it all the time. Yeah, nothing.
Go ahead. I flashed the sponsorship.
There you go. Appreciate it.
Thing earlier, so you're covered.
Yeah.
You're covered.
Y'all have vendors as well, right?
Yes,
Like,
we do.
So do y'all know the vendors list?
Oh.
I should stop asking questions. I should stop asking.
Take the headphones off.
Yeah, I'm
Gotta
sorry.
be an
I know
asshole.
there's a couple of them.
You got fired again.
So
Yes, that's why I tried to get rid of him last episode.
Yeah, sorry.
it's 28 total vendors. It's kind of like
it's a
your
hot
vendors, like kind of like Peter Anderson. If you've been to Peter Anderson, it's all of that.
Right.
You know, we got leather, woodmaking, we have
T-shirts,
jewelry,
I'm
we have
sure.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
JJ's company.
boiled
so-
peanuts.
Char- peanuts, pickles.
Char trash.
Char trash.
So
there?
actually,
Yeah.
Charter Trash, I've actually decided to focus on cooking this year,
Okay,
and
so
but
for your son.
PM Outfitters is going to be there in our place. Okay, that's
okay.
Curtis Mathern. He's got a new brand. It's pretty hot. I love his designs. He sells hats.
Okay,
Got the hat you have on?
No, this is actually
That's a Charter
That's a
Trash.
Oh, never
Charter
mind.
trash hat.
Never mind.
I mean, I don't love
should've
him
worn
that
my-
much.
I ain't rocking his stuff.
I mean, you know
I
what
ain't
I'm
wearing
saying?
his
I'm still
stuff.
wearing my
Yeah,
hat.
I ain't wearing his stuff.
Listen, I'm a board member
Yeah.
of Trident. I didn't feel right, setting up and making money
Yeah.
at one of
Oh,
our
yeah,
still got to
events.
put the work in.
And
man.
so
Shit.
I was like, you know what?
You told me you were putting a warden and a child out there.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were going with.
Now
that.
I'm in trouble, Larry. You got a
Wipe
couch
your
I can
taxes.
sleep on
Yeah,
tonight?
I do.
He does
I figured
now.
you was putting your boy out there.
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed.
Well, Curtis is going to be out there. We're going to be, hanging out with them. Our buddy Big Head, Josh Case, is going to be selling
He got boiled peanuts. We were just
bowl
saying,
peanuts.
Josh.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
Back Bay Boilers?
Back,
Yeah, they boilers,
Yeah, so
He's
he'll-
good, dude.
yeah. So I've got several buddies. Terry Pratt's going to be there with his engravings and his charcuterie boards.
There you go.
So yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna have a
there's
lot of
tons and tons.
mixed
All right.
bag of vendors.
So we covered Friday, family friendly, free admission, trunk or treat. Is that what you call it? Yeah.
trunk.
Okay. So bring the kids out. Saturday, live entertainment. But the award ceremony. What is that? What time is that? And what's
So
that going to look like for people?
So the award ceremony is closer to 5:30. By
Okay.
the time they do the pro judging and whatnot.
Right. Flash it again.
We have
That's
custom
right.
trophies. These people who come down, of course, there's a few $1,000s up for grabs in money. Most of these teams don't.
They ain't
By
worried
the time
about
they
the
buy
money.
a whole hog and everything.
All they care about is that
Well,
trophy.
This,
like you say-
this is what it is. It has to be a custom trophy.
It is.
This is what they're coming for.
Yeah.
They're much bigger than this one. The grand champion.
Yeah, we got the baby
whoa,
truck.
whoa,
We got the
whoa.
baby truck.
It was cold in the room. when we got
Exactly.
there.
Oh, don't
judge me, I'm cold.
Yeah, it was
But
cold
like,
in the room.
for example, the grand champion is a 42-inch round. I mean, it's a really
Yeah.
nice.
That one's 42 inches. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Yeah. You say,
Shrink,
look at it.
wasn't there something about shrinkage or
Yeah.
Boy, man.
Yeah.
No,
It's got cold. Anyway, keep going. Keep going.
but a lot of these big time competitions that they travel all over for, they got custom trophies. That's
Yeah.
all it, Virginia, they go all the way to Virginia. They give out handmade card fiddles, like real legit. Some of them have crystal apples. So when we got into this last year, Madison and I was trying to come up with something that would be special for our event.
Right.
Coast related.
Coast related.
Right.
Yeah.
We thought about lighthouses. We thought about this and that. And then it was like, come on.
Captain's wheel.
The captain's
Yeah,
wheel.
that's
We got to
awesome
go with
money.
this.
Yeah.
And that's where that came from.
Well, you said some of the teams mentioned about that, right?
Oh yeah, I've gotten, and I've sent them to Larry. I sent them to a few other people. Like these guys have them hanging up in their offices. They like,
But they-
that's what they're coming for.
But they were asking about it for this year. Like,
Yeah.
you're still doing that trophy,
they
right?
do not.
yeah,
They
yeah.
like this is your annual trophy, correct? And we're
Correct.
like, we'll get handmade trophies every year. So that's-
Absolutely. When we do the fishing tournaments that
Yeah.
we do the
The belt.
WWE belts.
Yeah,
and
the
then
title belts,
The other competition we do was with the chains now because we
Yeah.
want to mix it up. But we're all guys. Like you,
Right.
yeah, you want the money, but like people don't know if you're doing barbecue competitions, the expense that you have in equipment,
Oh
the
yeah.
meat you got to
Yeah.
get, the entry fee, like
So
they're very very few of it are you making that money back, and you ain't like living off of it. You better have sponsors or something crazy, or
if
launch your own product to make money off of it. But they're out there for the trophy.
Right.
And
Come out there and look at some of these rigs. Some of these rigs, you got, they'll have a 40-foot, 42-foot RV with a 36-foot trailer behind them on a barbecue pit that they got $25,000, if not more, in a pit.
Right.
And then they're competing with an over 100-pound hog. That's $450. So they win $1,000 for grand champion.
It's like a drop in the bucket.
Their gas costs.
Gas money.
I mean, we have teams coming from Arkansas. We have 4 teams coming from Tennessee, 1 coming from Georgia, 1 coming from South Florida. They're not making their gas money back.
Right.
It's a labor of love.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a labor of love.
And the love
it's
of
chasing the
competition.
points.
Yeah.
Now, when you get to the big tournaments, you're making mega bucks.
Right.
I mean, $100,000 easy in a weekend.
That's right.
But you got to make the points to get there.
Yeah.
Well,
they coming for these shows.
And just like these big fishing tournaments, the Bill Fish Classic or whatever, with these big payouts and everything, only a couple people win.
Exactly.
A lot of people compete. Only a couple people win.
Exactly.
So,
and how much gas they waste on the water.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It is about $4 a gallon.
Milton's in the comments. Milton said Bloody Mary champs. You damn right, Milton. We told that story earlier. I hope you were watching when we did it.
But evidently they're scared of margaritas.
Hey, tell Milton I said happy birthday.
Milton.
Happy birthday, Milton. Way to go, man.
We talked about that before we went live too, Milton. You get 0 happy birthday wishes from here on out.
From here on out. Yeah,
he lied about his birthday or something. I haven't fact checked any of that, but that's what I'm being told.
We got a group chat, but it's all muddied up now because Milton lied about his birthday.
So here's the thing. So are you still taking entrances? If I want to, today's like 2 days before.
You better get it in
tonight.
Because I've already started spray painting the grass to get this thing laid out. So
show me the money.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Just don't show up.
Money talks and bullshit walks. So if you can make it happen, you can make it happen.
This is something new to the coast. And I don't even know if we have any spots left. We may have 1 or 2 at the very most. This year we decided to do a judging class. NBN reached out to us and said, "Hey, let's do a judging class on the Gulf Coast, so these people doesn't have to travel as far." Some of our judges last year were coming all the way from Tennessee and whatnot. So, with that said, we decided to do a judging class Thursday night. It runs from 5 to 9:30. It's $75 to get in it, but you learn the proper way to taste food. You learn the proper way to do things. We have 2 grand champions coming in that's actually going to cook the judging class, make proper boxes, show exactly what you're supposed to be looking for when it comes to judging these competitions. If you do go through the class Thursday night, you are eligible to judge our event Saturday. They'll give you an ID and all that stuff. If you want to judge an actual pro event, you can event our event on Saturday.
Wow.
Okay, couple questions on that.
Yeah,
go ahead.
The class is full because that sounded like a commercial.
Yeah. So $75. That gives you the how long did you say it was?
5 to 9.
It's 5 to 9.
It's 4-hour class.
Yeah, but it's a lifetime membership.
Right. So you get that, and then you can go to any of these sanctioned events, and you could be a judge anytime.
Yeah. What is the class like? Do you know? Like, is it? I mean,
they're gonna.
And where is the class?
It's on the Great Lawn.
Okay.
We have a big, huge event tent set up.
Okay.
It'll be under there. But it'll be there. It'll be done by NBN. Their national judges are coming down. They're going to actually host the event for us. It's all
so you actually get a real certificate.
Yeah, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get a badge that has your picture
hanging on a refrigerator for you.
Yeah, you can say, "Mom, be proud of me."
Well, hey, I mean, $75 to eat real barbecue. You might as well just go and do that.
Right some of these, and you'd be surprised how many.
Yeah,
you'd be surprised how many of these guys that signed up are actually competing instead of judging, but they want to learn what a box is supposed to look like.
Yeah. Okay.
Most of them are patio guys, but they want to see what a professional box is supposed to look like.
You learn your enemy. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? Know who's against you. Know what I got to do.
And with that said, I want to thank Marcio from here on the Gulf Coast. Marcio cooks with Hog Addiction.
Yeah.
He's one of the pro teams that's going to cook the judging class, and the other guy, his name is Dustin Davis with a Q in the 662. He's actually coming down, and he's going to be the other pro that's cooking for the judging class. They will actually be here tomorrow. They have to start cooking because competition is. I mean, the judging is Thursday, so they'll be cooking. They'll be in tomorrow, and then everyone else, rig wise, party a part of their teams will be in Thursday.
All right. So my question was, though, if you take that class, you said you could actually be a judge that
At our
judges
event
on
Saturday.
Saturday. So a couple questions then. How many judges do you typically have for y'all's event like that? Is it just show up and judge, or is it like, look, we only want 3 guys? We
So,
want 5? I'm
when
assuming
it
it's an
comes
odd
to-
number, I would assume.
When it comes to the pro division, you have to be a licensed,
For sure. That
you
makes
know,
sense.
whatever,
Yep.
because there's so much points and money and all that stuff.
Yep.
But there's 3 meets you got to do, and you have 21 teams. We usually do, say, 7 at a table, so 3 tables at a time. So that's 21 people times 3 meets. If you don't want to judge every meet, so you'll have 40 or 50 judges back there.
That's 63, 63 in case
I'm not
you went
very
to
good
St.
at
Martin.
math.
Yeah, but I'm saying
whoa.
Some-
Dang 'em.
some of them will do
Yeah.
more than 1 meet.
Okay. I see that.
yeah.
Honestly, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, if
You're not even going to address the St. Martin comment? You're just going to
no, I was
trying.
trying. Well, I mean,
You know, I'm at the same one.
Yeah, yeah.
Go Big Red.
Say, like, you know, I'm not surprised that you couldn't do the math, but I didn't want to tell everybody that.
I got my shoes off. I had to bring them in here. Yeah.
But my question, or what I was saying was, is that I didn't even think about the fact that I figured like if you're a judge, you judge every meet for every team, but that's not how that works.
Do you want to eat?
Right.
Do you want to eat? But I'm saying, like, you got to pick. If you did pros, it's ribs, picnic shoulder, and whole hog
For 21
for
teams.
21 teams.
Yeah.
That means you're eating
You'd be
60, like you
stuffed.
said, 63 different meals.
Yeah, you could.
You had to do it.
You'd be
Yeah.
blowed up.
Now, now
It's practically impossible.
I would say this though, it's probably like when like a sommelier tastes wine, they don't drink all the wine.
No.
They slosh it around,
Just a
they
little
taste
bit.
it,
So-
spit it out.
So
I'm not saying barbecue spits it out, but you wouldn't have to eat a full plate.
Oh, no, that's a
of
pretty good reel.
you should have
Or you might.
come back there. You should have come back there last year. We had a bunch of guys for the patio division that you don't have to be sanctioned.
Right.
So it's just
any asshole.
so it's just a bunch of
Oh, man,
guys.
I'm telling you right here, there's the one.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you haven't eaten even half of the teams yet, and you
So-
ate 5 of their ribs.
So that's what was happening. They were
Shit was fire, though.
they were drinking a couple of beers, eating 2 or 3 ribs per box. By the time they got to like the 8th box, they was about to blow up.
Yeah.
And then the ribs was the first thing. Then you got pork and
They
God.
couldn't finish.
Yeah,
Tap
yeah.
out.
so yeah, that happens. It's a free for all.
It's a free-for-all.
Yeah. I like it.
It's a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If I wasn't running it, I would definitely do the judging class. I enjoy stuff like that. But
Yeah, you should do it anyway, and then
I-
maybe hit some of the other
I
events.
told
I
him the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't this year because we have so many teams coming in on Thursday. Somebody's
you
got
got
to
your
park
hands
all
full,
these
yeah.
guys and
Yeah.
everything.
Running and gunning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so somebody's got to take responsibility for that.
Understood.
And since I'm
Understood.
running the teams, I'll take care of it.
There'll be a
Uh,
whole bunch of have drank beers sitting around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. There are adult beverages there
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sale
Yes,
too.
yes,
So if you
definitely.
want to have a good time,
Plus-
please drink responsibly.
Plus, I mean, think you have all of them Friday night. You have all the ancillary categories you got to judge. That's 6 more categories
Yeah,
you got to judge
yeah.
your food.
Whose idea was it to do that judging class? Because I think that's a great idea. Nick
Yeah.
Crocker, I think, has actually said he was going to
Yeah.
take the class. I don't know if you
Yeah.
signed up, but
It was-
are you going to do it again next year?
If needed,
Okay.
and depending on we may do it
Next
since
year.
there's
What the
such
hell you talking about next year?
We trying to
We even
survive
got
this
through
year.
this year.
Trying to get through this shit.
Sure,
It was a
sure.
joint- it was a-
valid point, sir.
Yeah.
Valid
Yeah.
point.
it was a joint thing between myself and NBN.
That's
They
smart. I
reached
love
out. They reached out to me and said, "Look,
Y'all need
we
some
really,
people down there.
we really want to grow the Gulf Coast. Your event is growing exponentially within the year and a half.
Mhm.
Are you interested in doing this?" So I reached out to the Trident board. I reached out to a few other people. Said, "Do you think we can handle this on top of everything else?" They said, "Yeah, let's do it."
Let's
And
do it.
that was it.
I love
That's
it.
killer.
I love it.
And you can take this and go to like any of them,
You can
right?
go,
I mean,
you can go
sure.
judge.
Yeah,
you can go.
you're
You can
the
go to
guy.
Memphis and judge.
Yeah.
yeah.
Once you in.
yeah.
And they're always looking for judges,
You get
no
judged.
matter what event. I mean, Hogs for the Cause in New Orleans. They have
Right. Yeah.
the one out at the Shed. They have the one in
Yeah.
Mobile.
Oh man, I gotta show up and eat a
Yeah.
bunch of good barbecue.
That's
Man,
all.
it's terrible, right?
You'll realize how crappy your ribs are when you
Oh,
go to
yeah,
this.
This is true.
I'd like to take I'm signed up for the judges class.
Oh, you're
and I'd like to
Thursday?
take
Okay.
this opportunity to let the warden know I won't be home Thursday.
Whoa, this is not an official. This is not official. This is not
And we can't be held liable for what she did or didn't know, because when she gets on that ass Thursday night, she wasn't there, I don't want her calling us and be like, he said it was on y'all. No.
Hey, don't order any charter trash ass anytime soon. They ain't coming in.
It's shut down, son. It is shut down. Gentlemen, I think it's going to be a great event.
Yeah,
Even more importantly, it's for a great cause.
Correct.
So, thank y'all for all that y'all do. The time that you dedicate to this, it's a lot of work. We know, man. We put on some events, not even at this level, really. I mean, that's a lot of work, right?
And y'all going to have great weather.
Yeah.
It's gonna have
for the second straight year, great weather.
Yeah. Knock on wood there for that. I dropped a link to the Facebook event in the comments below. I'll have it linked in the audio and all that other stuff like that. It's probably a little too late by the time people listen to this to be a team member or like compete or whatever. I'm sure sponsorships are shut down at this point. But next, I know not next year, but like people want to know more, keep following. Just follow the Trident Foundation on Facebook.
And we're definitely interested in making this an annual event. We really are.
Right.
And if that does happen, we will stay from now on the last weekend in October. That is kind of what my discussion was with NBN. We're not competing against other tournaments and things of that nature. It was, if you wanted the last weekend of October to be yours, and that's kind of what we went with.
Yep.
Can you buy tickets online? You got to buy them at the gate. Gate. All right,
it's a cash only gate. We will have an ATM one side if need be, but it is a cash only.
Bring cash.
Once you're in and you're dealing with vendors and all that other stuff, then you can use your card.
But you got to have cold hard cash.
You got to have
just to get in the door.
And
again, that's only Saturday. So Friday, good.
Friday, come out with the kids, have a good time, trunk or treat. Come out both days. And I really think that's what's going to wind up happening. The parents will come out and see exactly what's going on Friday night with their kids and go, we should definitely do this tomorrow.
It's killer.
I agree with that. All right. Well, thank y'all for stopping by here tonight.
Appreciate it,
it's a good event, man. We like I said, we went last year. We had a blast. So come check it out. Weather's going to be good, like Joey's saying. So why not be outside with the family, hanging out, right? And raising money for a good cause, wherever it needs to be
salty
deployed.
breeze.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know what? If y'all keep tuning in, we'll keep doing them. What do we got? Anything coming up you can shout out to us? Anything?
Nothing.
I stumped him like he stumped y'all all night. That's
there you go.
Well, the problem is the soccer season started up, and we literally we're jockeying all kinds of dates, so we'll figure it out. We do have Marshtown, Charters. Yeah. We got them on the books. So we're gonna do that little flounder sticking and all that stuff.
All right, cool. We need to film some videos of that too. So again, we appreciate y'all. If you don't have the Brownwater app already on your phone, go download it. Stay connected to all of our stuff. Cut the algorithm out, and you can listen to all of our stuff there. Audio, all of our YouTube videos are right inside the app. There's a country music radio station in there, and we have a lot of weather apps and stuff. You can check the tides, the weather, radar, all that stuff right inside the app. So